got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha.
Hey, what y'all doing? I wanted to jump on here really fast and give y'all an update of some information that I have. Okay, so what y'all hoes doing? See, this is why you cannot watch other content creators because I had watched the video that Funky did, and that's why I don't like watching other people too, because I pick up on the little stuff that they do. But anyway, y'all know I ain't gonna call y'all no hoes, but I know y'all like being called hoes. So what y'all hoes doing? But anywho, let's jump into it. So look, y'all want to know what's going on with Sweet Tea and Dr. G, and the information that I have is that there probably is going to be a potential lawsuit. Y'all, I don't even need to break it down for y'all. Y'all already saw it. Y'all already know everything that happened. We don't really need to even, I mean, we can recap it, but the thing about it is, y'all know when you work for a company, as in these reality shows, this is a job. Now, Bravo, time and time again, has had these situations with various employees, and it's happening again. Why is it that they cannot keep it together with their cast? Now, we all know that they're on a reality show, but some of the things that's happening and a lot of the things that people are complaining about is leading to these damn lawsuits that they're getting. And they're coming. The lawsuits won't stop, don't stop. They just keep coming. So let's kind of, what I wanted to do? I went and looked up their policies, in terms of like discrimination. And they have a pretty ironclad policy, but shit, it seems like they don't follow it, because every time you turn around, their ass is getting sued. Now, this is what I found. It says NBC Universal has a strong policy against workplace discrimination and harassment, and it prohibits such contact based on numerous protected characteristics. This policy extends to all employees, applicants, and even production personnel. The company actively promotes and respectful promotes a respectful workforce. That's a lie. And has internal procedures in place to address any complaints of discrimination and harassment. Now, I know that's a lie, because I know quite a few people who said that, they was harassed and all sorts of things. So based on what we saw Lateasha was harassed and all type of shit. So word on the curb is that, yeah, that they probably gonna get sued again. Okay. Now they talk about their comprehensive protections. The policy prohibits discrimination based on a wide range of factors, including race, ethnicity, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, religion, age, marital status, national origin, ancestry, pregnancy, medical condition, physical or mental disability, yada, yada, yada. That same old regular bullshit stuff that we see everywhere else. Okay. Respectful workplace. Now we understand they are on a reality show, but here's their policies, honey. And we don't even need to read it no more, because the information that I received from a reliable sources is that there is going to be a potential litigation lawsuit. Now, y'all know how this works. They like to settle stuff out of court, and maybe they will settle it out of court, because I decided to just go over some of these reunion footage, and it was a little bit cringy to watch. And what I'm going to do is we're going to get into a few snippets of it, because I watched some of it back over, and I was like, oh, this is just hard to watch. In the moment that I watched it, I knew it was hard, but then just watching it again, it was just really disgusting. And y'all kind of chimed in, and y'all talked about how y'all just felt like Andy just was horrible to T. And I thought that he was horrible. I don't know if he is she or he. I mean, I know, how whatever role he played in his relationship, but hey, okay, whatever. But y'all know what I mean. But y'all said that. Y'all said the way that he seemed to take everybody's side was very dismissive, honey. And let's kind of get into some of those snippets of what we saw on the reunion, which was really hard to watch.
I like that.
Are you talking about Dr. Greg?
I am. You so worried about Gregory. Worried about Greg? Are you serious?
I don't think she is.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? He was really nasty, Andy was. I didn't understand why he randomly continued to jump in the conversation and seemingly throw shots at T, instead of just letting her have her conversation with the castmates. He always jumped in, and y'all picked up on that, and he was saying something too. So like I told y'all, it is some litigation that is more than likely gonna come, or maybe they'll settle it out like they do everybody else's. But yeah, I just want to get into some brief little snippets of what we kind of saw on the show. And here's another one.
Listen, kind of statement about somebody. Just don't say that. It's disparaging.
That's a big accusation.
You're not gonna put that out there, sweetheart.
Now, if you guys remember that particular part right there, he really told Sweet Tea, girl, don't be saying that about Quad. What Sweet Tea said is Quad like to get drunk. Well, here is the deal. She apparently do like to get drunk because it's in the police reports. And, if it's in the police reports and they said that was drunk, I mean, we see her on TV and she's drunk. I mean, I don't understand why Sweet Tea cannot speak up and say what it is she needs to say. So y'all saw in that, particular snippet where Andy was continuing to shade Sweet Tea, like, girl, did you just say that about Quad? Did you really just say that, she was, an alcoholic? And I'm just saying, like, Sweet Tea would never need to make up that Quad is an alcoholic when it is all on the show. Like, she's sloppy drunk. I mean, that's normally how she is. I mean, you can't make this shit up. So let's kind of get into a few more little snippets of what happened on the reunion. Now, this is part 2.
Is not respected in the medical community.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, you're a doctor.
Right.
That's pretty messy.
I think.
Now, that particular one was very important to me for the simple fact, Andy, we understand you're a gay man, but you still have common sense. Now, calling a doctor a pedo on national television, and you ask her a question as if you're going to give her, or you did give her, you gave her the floor to actually answer the question when, frankly, you should have let her have it. I mean, if Sweet Tea can't be honest to say Quad is an alcoholic, but now you want to act dumb and, kind of pretend like what Heavenly said was maybe it wasn't as bad. So it's just like Andy was definitely being a bully as well. He was bullying her just like the rest of the cast, because y'all got to understand, Andy and his little gay boyfriend, or whatever he does when he's not on television, they're using these Black women to make money for them. And I still don't understand, why do they have them to actually, why is the production company gay men? Like, what do they know about Black people? And then what do they know about straight Black people? Like, it's a joke. So it's just showing the different perspective of Andy and how he really ganged up with the crew against her. And this is I mean, it's really illegal, because there was a lot of other things that happened. So let's get into this particular one. And I thought this one was another bad one, where Andy, he pretty much nobody took responsibility for anything. Anything Lateasha said that was minutely small was blown out of proportion. Here's another situation where Jackie, she didn't have to take accountability either.
I have no beef with Sweet Tea, and I apologize again and again.
Well, Nana from Las Vegas, Nevada said, How does Dr. Jackie stand by and watch her friend Heavenly attack another woman for her fertility issues?
Right.
She should know how deep a cut that is.
I never attacked the fertility issues.
You said her dead mother had a better chance of getting pregnant.
She said my mother was in hell.
Another, separate situation where the cast is not held accountable for anything but the littlest thing Lateasha says, such as, we can get into this one right here. This very small situation where she's having a conversation with Quad. And of course, Andy wants to jump in and let her know Quad don't want Dr. G. Andy, are you on this show or what is your role here?
Don't like that.
Are you talking about Dr. Greg?
I am.
You so worried about Gregory.
Worried about Greg? Are you serious?
I don't think she is.
You have
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think she is. You see what I'm saying? He's assisting in the bullying of somebody that is actually an employee of this show. Because when you are doing these, reunion, and in all honesty, y'all, Andy should not do the reunion. He's desensitized. He doesn't know anything about Black people. He doesn't know anything about our community. He doesn't know how we feel about certain subjects. Why is he even doing the reunion? And he tends to take sides of certain people. He needs to go. He doesn't need to do the reunion. So nobody appreciated or liked this. Now, if you did, you just weird, because I don't understand how you thought it was okay that Andy Cohen, the Bravo NBC Universal employee, assisting in bullying another employee. But remember that nice little policy that they have? Here's their policy. This is what they say they do to prevent these instances and to protect their employees, but nobody believes it. Nobody believes it because, as I told y'all before in my last video, NBC Universal has been sued a lot. And when I say sued a lot, that's an understatement. They've been sued a whole bunch of times, and most of the suits have been settled. So they've been settled out of court. But what we learned is some of these ladies on this show, and I'm going to give you one name, at least, Heavenly, they just kissed this white man's ASS. And let me tell you something. I don't kiss ASS, but if I did, you can know they wouldn't be a white person. Just know that for sure, okay? So this little ass kisser right here, listen to this.
10.
Yes, 10.
Possibly the 10th reunion that we are talking about.
The same thing.
Your social media.
Andy, would you like me to stop my social media?
It sounds like the women would like it.
You. I think the
I
women.
don't care because you're not talking about me.
Okay,
But if you
good.
start
Wait a minute.
talking to me, I would probably
I don't talk
prefer
about
it.
you, baby. So
Thank
we
you.
good then.
Thank you.
All right.
So she tells Massa, she asks Massa, do you want me to get off of social media, Massa? Do you want me, Massa, to get off social media? And Massa said, I don't care. You're not talking about me. But if you were, yes, get your Black off of social media. So, hey, y'all, it's going to be a lawsuit looming soon because, some people feel like they have been treated a certain kind of way. And now Sweet Tea didn't tell me this or anything. Let me throw that out there. But I just know people. So, yeah, that's the word on the streets. Okay. So I don't know what y'all think about this. And y'all be reading and paying attention because y'all been all in the chat like she need to sue them. And, if it was me, I would sue their ass. I would. Because, let's just be honest. They have a record of doing this. They have a record of doing this. This is something that, they have been doing, to employees for some time. So this is not, like a first situation type thing. Hell, you can Google them and all of their lawsuits will come up and who they, settled with. So this is this is the culture of, you know, the Bravo, NBC, Universal. I don't know if I mentioned to y'all in one of my videos, there was this guy, and I should have got his name. I'm gonna have to go back in and find him, but he actually said that the workforce was really toxic. He actually indicated that he worked on Porsche Family Matters, and he stated that during the course of tapings, there were glasses flying, like real glasses, so they could have been hit by glasses. He said Porsche is a monster. He said Portia is a pure monster, aka animal. I know y'all we call her a hoe, but he said that she is a mess. He said what we saw on TV was nothing compared to what happened to them in real life. He said that they stay in nasty hotels that's not clean. He said during the taping of Porsche Family Matters, he stated that their cars were, what is that when they ticket and tow? Their cars were towed. So imagine being out of the country, you get your car towed. He said they got through out of the venue. He said Porsche was throwing glasses. He said nobody apologized to them. He said they could have been hurt. So the entire you know, work situation with NBC, Universal, or Bravo allegedly is toxic. And everybody have said it. So we have no reason to believe that everybody is lying. Okay. So it definitely has to be true. But this is y'all update. Lawsuit coming home.
Queen of the plot.